Right, we're back again for the next turn. I've received the General's orders. There's the state of the battlefield at the moment. The Royalists won the initiative and have elected to go first. And General Simpkins wants Rupert's horse to head towards the centre, which they can do. Falston's dragoons are going to leap the hedge and take up a position on the flank of that cannon. The Bluecoats are going to fire on that cannon. The Sandringham Light Battery has swivelled and is going to fire at the Westminster Battery. Rawdon's Foot is to fire at the nearest units with a priority on the cannon, so it will be firing at the Westminster Battery. The two centre batteries will target the medium horse. I'll have to do some measurements for that. Or infantry in the centre, or the infantry in the centre, depending on whether, if anything, moves. The lambs are also to fire on Ayrton's horse. And Parker's heavies are going to move back a full move. For the Parliament, Ayrton's horse are going to fall back beside Oglesby's Foot, but still maintain the facing. They're to hold and fire at the closest target, if one is available. The Westminster Battery has swivelled round to fire at the Blues. It's at medium range, that. General Brown, he is going to move slightly to the west towards his beleaguered infantry unit. The Downing Battery the Downing Battery's gone, hasn't it? So there's no problem. Oh no, sorry, what am I talking about? There's the Downing Battery. The Downing Battery is to fire at the closest target in the open. Well, the closest target in the open will either be Rupert's horse as they manoeuvre, or Falston's dragoons will deploy on their flank. So I would imagine it will be probably Falston's dragoons. Balfour's heavies are going to move into a position to the west beside Oglesby's Foot, providing some support. So that's all the movements and who's going to be firing at what at the moment. So I'll do their movements and come back to you. Right, back again after doing the movements. So Rupert's horse have swung round and moved across, heading towards the centre. I put the movement token there. Falston's dragoons have jumped the hedge and formed up, but they have moved, so they can't fire this turn, although they are ready to fire next turn. Obviously that battery, the nearest target in the open, well, them boys are going to whip that gun round sharpish to face Falston's dragoons. Balfour's heavy have moved into the rear of Oglesby's Foot to provide support. Ayrton's horse have taken up their position beside Oglesby's Foot. Over here, Parker's heavy horse have moved back again, one full move. And these two batteries, after their primary target was the medium horse, but that's moved back a bit now. So we'll have to see what the range is for that. It's going to be 17 inches. Yeah, 17 inches. So let's have a look and see what that means. Well, it's out of the range of the light artillery at 16 inches, and it's at maximum range for medium, so the medium can fire on them. So the light battery will probably have to pick its secondary target, which is Oglesby's Foot, which will be at 16 inches. So 16 inches for light will make them very extreme range, long range. So we'll swivel that back around so the light battery will be firing at them. Right. Okay, I think we're about ready for the firing round, so I'll come back to you for that. Right, the firing round, we'll start with Parliament, as it's, sorry, with the Royalists, as it's their initiative. So we'll start with the blue coats at this end, and they're going to be firing at the Downing battery. It's at maximum range, so it'll be a -3 on the die. They've lost 2 figures, so they still just get 4 die. Let's see what happens. Right, so 3 of, well, the 2's no good, the 4 becomes a 1 and the 2 6s become 3, so that's 7 hits. So that will get rid of the Downing battery after this turn with the 7 hits. That was excellent shooting by the blue coats. Right, let's put the fire marker on, don't forget what I'm doing again. So the blue coats are fired. The Sandringham light battery is to target the Westminster medium battery. It's at just 1 inch beyond medium, so it's in long range, so a 6 for a hit for the Sandringham battery. 6 for a hit. It's a miss. So nothing there for them. Why am I using red buttons? It's supposed to be blue to show they're fired. The blue coat's blue, Sandringham's fired with a blue. Roden's Foot are also firing on the Westminster battery. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they've got 3 die. 3 die against the Westminster medium battery. It's at, what range is it at? It is at 6 inches. 6 inches, which means that it's at medium, so -2 on the dice. Well, then 2 misses, but the 5 becomes a 3, which also now means that that cannon has gone. Next, we'll put a button on Roden's Foot to show he's fired. The Windsor medium battery is firing at Ayrton's horse. Now it's maximum range, so we'll see if they hit first of all. It needs to hit on a 6. Oh, would you believe it, a 6, it's a hit. So we'll check casualties. 1. Right. Even though it's a 1 and it's cavalry and it should be halved, etc, etc, because it was a hit, Ayrton's horse will lose 1 figure. So they'll lose 1 figure. Right, the Queen's Light battery are at maximum range against Oglesby's Foot. So we'll roll a die for them to see if they hit to start with. No, they don't. So that's a miss. Newcastle's Foot, well, they're not in range. They can't fire at anybody. And Parker's Heavy Horse obviously aren't doing anything either. So that is that, I think. Yep, I think that's that. Yep, okay. So now we've got the parliamentary to do their final. So I'm just changing buttons because I'm mixing up with buttons here. They are white, it's white for movement, not blue. Come on, Ian, get your act together. Right, so now The Downing Light battery is going to make its last throw of the die because it's going to be gone after this. And they're going to be in, is it 4 inches? No, what's that range? That range is 5.5 inches. So for medium, for 5.5 inches, for light, sorry. Oh, it's yet short range. So 6 pipe and a 4 will be a hit. So it needs to go out in a blaze of glory. 6 pipe and a 4 is a hit. Oh, would you believe it? A 2, so it's a miss. So its last chance was gone. The Westminster medium battery is firing on the blue coats, and that is at 13 inches. So 13 inches for medium, and this is going to be its last shot as well. That puts it in medium range. So a 6 or a 5 will be a hit. A 2, so it's missed as well. No one else can fire. No one else is in a position to fire. They're out of range. So I'll remove casualties and units and come back to you. Right, that's all the casualties and the units removed. Ayrton's horse has suffered 1 casualty there. That now, what you can see is the whole of what's left of the parliamentary force. A heavy and a medium cavalry unit and a very much depleted unit of foot. On their flank we have Forston's dragoons. We've also got a weakened but still effective medium cavalry unit. To the front, bluecoats which are still at virtually full strength, the Sandringham Light Battery, Rawdon's Foot which are just over 25%, the Windsor Medium Batteries at full strength, so is the Queen's Light Battery, Newcastle's Foot are at 25% casualties, and also Parker's Heavy Horse will move forward and back and look very pretty too. So gentlemen, I need your orders for the next turn to see what's going to happen. I think we're approaching the end game. I think both channels agree with that. Oh, before I go, I best throw for initiative. So it's 6 and a 5, so Royalists once again have the option of moving the troops first or second, although it doesn't really matter to be fair now, because you're issuing orders at the same time. So that's the battlefield, gentlemen. Royalists looking as strong as ever. They're now outflanking, and Parliament are in dire straits, I think. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.